Oh, welcome back, everybody. It was a celebration of rainbows and wiener in the NHL a few nights ago as Jessica Campbell, the diversity hire, became the first ever female NHL assistant coach. And there is a celebration going on right now about the continued destruction of society. And I already made a video on this woman, and I'll briefly recap it in this video, but the reason I wanted to make this video was because there was something I did not, some dots I did not connect in the first video I put out. Because it's just undeniable just how scripted this is, how this woman is essentially a puppet on strings, just being paraded around as some great diversity hero. Believe me, this is no accomplishment for the world. You want to start bringing women into men's sports, men into women's sports, that is a disaster waiting to happen. And listen, I'll give props where they're due. This girl, she's born June 24th, 1992, so she's almost exactly 11 months younger than me. So we're about the same age. And I'll give her props. I mean, she's an attractive woman, but I'll guarantee you what they're going to do with this woman is you just watch. There's going to be a story. I will guarantee within the next couple of years, there's going to be a story of misogyny, of sexism. You're going to see that happen. It's inevitable. It's like all these women that get hired at ESPN, like Mina Kimes, and then want to turn themselves into the ultimate victim. That's what's going to end up happening here. It's inevitable. You're only allowed to hate men in today's society, right? And the thing is, there's even a word out there for the hatred of men, but no one knows that. Misogyny, sexist, everybody knows what that means. The word for the hatred of men it's misandry, but no one knows that. But anyway, if you missed the first video I put out on Jessica Campbell, we talked about this back on July 3rd of this year of 2024. She became hired as the first female assistant coach, and she made her coaching debut on October 8th. But just to recap this briefly, remember this comment right here? I said, comment of the year goes to that man. But she was hired exactly 43 weeks before the Kraken's upcoming birthday. And of course, that is the number in Seattle. Seattle Kraken's 43, Mariners is 43, Seattle Seahawks is 43. They won their only Super Bowl with 43 points. So this here was all synced up with Mannion Riom, who was the first female goaltender to play an NHL game, and she did so with the Tampa Bay Lightning on September 23rd, 1992. She made the debut the same year that Jessica Campbell was born. And I'm going to show you just how scripted this was. And I would not be, Jessica Campbell was only months old when Mannion Riom made that preseason debut for the Tampa Bay Lightning during their inaugural season for the 92-93 season on September 23rd. I wouldn't be surprised if they already had this ritual planned at that time, exactly what they were going to do with this girl 32 years later in 2024, right? So check this out. Mannion Riom, 32 years ago, becomes the first woman to play in any North American sports league when she takes the ice for the Tampa Bay Lightning in a preseason game against the St. Louis Blues. And wouldn't you know it, this girl, 32 years old, 32 years later, just happens to coach her first NHL game also against the St. Louis Blues, where the fucking score ends 3-2. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. I mean, it's undeniable. And again, Mannion Riom, she was born February 24th, 1972. Notice from her birthday, her most recent birthday, her 52nd birthday, to the date of this ritual, October 8th, 2024, is exactly 227 days, which is the 49th prime number, just like how Jessica Campbell in the language of gematria sums to 49. Undeniable. Yeah, the reason I was in Twitter hibernation was because I was doing a ton of posts on ton of information done on the Patreon for football season. The first week of the season, I think I did shit. I think I was like literally 0 for 5. The second week, I think I was like 3 for 3. And then the last 3 weeks, I finally got it figured out, guys. I finally got it figured out. I see exactly what they're doing. We went 4-1, then we went 5-0, and this past week we went 5-2. And like I said, a good magician never reveals his secrets, but I got it. I got it figured out now. Again, if you go on here, this is my blog. Look at this. This is all the shit I've been doing. I've been putting in all this freaking information. Just it's crazy. But we finally, I think, have it figured out. You guys saw that $1,500 bet slip I posted in the community page a couple days ago because we actually bet on our own picks on this channel. So I'm going to continue to do that. And yes, I'm going to apply that same thing with the NHL. I know people want more NHL picks. I am going to try to get them out, get out a few here or there. Last night, the formula I was using, it did hit in this game. I did think the Canadians had a shot to upset. None of the other games really jumped out to me. But see, the Penguins, they got off to a good start, huh? Penguins and Oilers, talk about shitting on the home crowd. But and the Canucks, I think they blew like a 4-0 lead or something in this game, so go figure. But yeah, we will see this new little formula here. And people are asking for the NHL futures as well. I will I don't at this point I don't have a future. I think next year we got they may have very well foreshadowed next year's Stanley Cup final with what they did this past offseason, but this year not really much of a prediction yet. I have a couple thoughts. You can comment below if you'd like me to put that out on Patreon. I might make a video just talking about some things to watch and keep an eye on. But as for a rock solid prediction at this point, usually I do put out something at the beginning of the year. But this year, yeah, not really certain. I could probably get that information out. So we'll let the chips fall where they may on that one. But yeah, I will not be taking another month off, and I will talk to you guys soon. Until next time.